Okay, just imagine this for a second. A future where you don't need your phone, you don't need your laptop, or any search engine for that matter. Instead, to get any piece of information in the world, you just think it. A future where your own mind is plugged directly into the massive power of the cloud. And look, this isn't just science fiction anymore. It's a concept that people are actively exploring right now. So really, what if this was actually possible? What would that even mean? To download knowledge in an instant, back up your most precious memories, or even communicate telepathically? All right, let's dive in and really explore this bold and kind of wild idea of the brain-cloud interface. So first things first, what is a brain-cloud interface, really? We're not just talking about a little upgrade here. We're talking about a fundamental leap, a complete change in how we interact with information itself. A brain-cloud interface, or BCI for short, is this theoretical system that would literally merge your biological brain directly with the internet, and the whole thing would be supercharged by AI. Now, this is way beyond the simpler brain-computer interfaces you might have heard of, the ones that let you control a robotic arm or a cursor. We're talking about a full, seamless integration of your mind with a powerful, cloud-based artificial intelligence. Okay, so how on earth would a system this revolutionary actually function? It really boils down to three core technologies, three main pillars, all working together in this constant real-time loop. So the whole process would basically be this constant loop happening in real time. It would start with your thoughts being translated into digital data. Then that data gets sent up to the cloud, where AI works its magic on it. And finally, that processed information gets sent right back into your brain. Let's break down the tech that could actually make each of those steps happen. The first piece of this giant puzzle is something called neural recording. I want you to picture incredibly tiny sensors, maybe even nanorobots, traveling through your blood vessels. Their job is to read the electrical activity firing between your neurons. They're essentially acting as a neural translator, turning your abstract thoughts into concrete digital signals that a computer can actually understand. So once your thoughts are digitized, bam, they're beamed up to the cloud. And this is where all the heavy lifting happens. We're talking massive AI models that would analyze, store, and even enhance this data. So for example, if you're stuck on a really complex math problem, the AI in the cloud could find the solution and get it ready to send it right back to you. And that brings us to the final and frankly the most mind-bending step, the feedback loop. The cloud sends that processed info back into your brain. But you wouldn't experience it like you're reading a screen. No, it might feel like a brand new memory just popping into your head, or a sudden flash of insight, or a vivid image appearing in your mind's eye. Your brain would essentially become a direct terminal for a global supercomputer. It's wild. Okay, so let's just say we somehow overcome all these immense technical challenges. What could we actually do with this? The potential applications are, well, they're nothing short of world-changing. This is the truly utopian vision for this kind of technology. I mean, the potential here is just staggering. Imagine downloading a new language or even an entire degree directly into your mind, or backing up your entire life's memories, just like you back up files on Google Drive. Communication could become truly telepathic. Think of it like a WhatsApp for thoughts. And beyond that, this could help us cure devastating neurological diseases, or maybe even link millions of minds into a global brain capable of solving humanity's biggest challenges. But of course, a technology this powerful casts a very, very long shadow. For every incredible promise, there is an equally terrifying risk. We absolutely have to look at the other side of the coin here. And the contrast really couldn't be more stark. On one hand, you have the promise of superhuman intelligence, the end of many diseases, instant knowledge for everyone. But on the other hand, you've got the very real risk of thought control, the complete loss of personal privacy, and a terrifying new kind of social inequality. The stakes just couldn't be higher. Let's get really specific for a second. If your brain is online, could a hacker steal your most private thoughts? Who controls this system? A government? A corporation? Who would literally own your memories once they're uploaded? And what about the long-term health effects of having nanobots floating around in your brain? And maybe the biggest question of all, if only the rich can afford this, we could create a permanent biological gap between the enhanced and the unenhanced. So after all of that, the good and the bad, is this grain cloud interface just some wild futuristic fantasy? Or is humanity already taking the first steps down this very path? Well, the truth is, the foundational work is happening as we speak. You've got companies like Neuralink developing early stage brain chips. You've got government agencies like DARPA funding really advanced neural implant research. In fact, some scientists predict that a basic, rudimentary brain cloud interface could actually be achievable sometime between 2040 and 2050. So, no, this isn't just science fiction. We are on the road to making this a reality. And if that prediction holds true, humanity is approaching a massive turning point, a moment where the very distinction between our own natural biological intelligence and the artificial intelligence we've created could just disappear. We could be heading for a truly post-human era. Which leaves us with the ultimate question, the one that weighs all that incredible promise against all that profound peril. Knowing everything we've just talked about, if you had the chance tomorrow, if the technology was ready, would you choose to merge your mind with the machine? Would you upload your brain to the cloud? That's something to think about.